up, friends? My name is Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. You can call me the gangliest gangly of all the ganglies. Welcome to Welcome to Fix Shit Friday. I'm your host. Why do people say that? I'm your host. Blah blah bling blang. What? Oh, that's a little too far off to the side. Hold on. Let's just let's start by, being a donkey. What do you say? We're gonna fix a glide tonight, the final blown up freestyle glide, and we're gonna fly the new Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop, which is the same as the previous Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop. What the hell's going on over here? Logitech, seriously, you need to just... man, this is just silly. This is goddamn ridiculous. What if I unplug the other one? Let's try that. Let's try unplugging the... oh, fuck. I unplugged the wrong one. Crap. Which one's this? Hopefully this is the right one. I think I'm unplugging the right one this time. All right, maybe that'll make it better. To be honest, unplugging the bench cam was probably enough to fix the problem. Hi guys. Espander was first, Michael D was next, Riot 9, Paul McDonald, Chopper FPV, Northern Tier FPV, Dusty Joe, Cole Powers, Brandon's Baked Beans, Riot 9, Ramdonko, Guillermo, Cole Powers says Rip Logitech, Mr. Huggy, what's up everybody? Espander tagged me and said hi. Ramdonko said hello, good health. If you want to talk directly to me, all you gotta do is type CiottiFPV. And it'll light up in orange like this. See that? Look, it lights up in orange. Can you believe it? Otherwise, you'll be talking amongst yourselves. This is my full-time job. If you like this content, head on over to CiottiFPV.com and help your buddy out. Help. Thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you're watching this not live, you can still be a part of the live stream by leaving a comment. Every live stream, I go to the previous live stream and I read through the comments. So, yeah, don't feel like you have to be here at time of live stream. Let's do that right now. We're going to go to Whoop Wednesday. And Fat Pastor left a comment that says, can't wait to see some HD whooping soon. Maybe next Wednesday. Maybe the Wednesday after that, because I think I want to do the tiny lifters first. But it's coming. It's coming. HD whooping is coming. Yeah, definitely not next Wednesday, because I need a I need a cock. Oh no, I need a cam link. That's a quote from Stern, actually. Can you guys do me a favor? This is what I need. Camlink 4K. I need this little one. This one here. Camlink 4K. Just the little simple guy. I refuse to pay $85, $100. This is what they are new. This $45 one will go up to 80 or 90 or $100 by the time it sells. Can you guys check your local Facebook Marketplace? I've seen them for $40, $50 for sale. There just are none local to me. There's one that's like 4 hours away, but gas would, be ridiculous. Can you guys see if anybody's selling one of these local and snag it, and I'll pay you and shipping, and you can send it to me? $120 is a bit much, and $100 for a used one is stupid. And I know that there's someone selling one somewhere for $40 or $50. So if you guys have a couple of minutes free, if you can search Facebook Marketplace and then just make it local, If you can find one, I would absolutely love that. Or if you know somebody that started streaming and then stopped streaming, that's all I need. That is what I need. Oh, well, I still won't be able to. I still won't be able to put the HD whooping into the, because I need the one that I have for my goggles. So I actually need a second one of the damn VRXs, and that's like $250. This is getting expensive, yo. But it will be a step closer. So yeah. J Drone says Walkera commercial. That's what it was. I couldn't think on Wednesday which commercial was where the weird commercial. Yes. If there was a drinking game for the innuendos packed into this live stream, I'd be fucked. Could you say the word solder, please? I can. J Drones. Solder, soldier, solder, 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 solder. Espander says, bored waiting for today's stream to start, bored waiting for today's stream to start, so came to comment on this one. Look, I did it. I said the words in the right order. 661FPV said, I heard you read comments. Here's one. All these people, 661, I just mailed him a package. I just mailed Chopper FPV a package. Lots of packages going out to you guys. Giveaway wins, people that have bought sticker packs. Hey! There's 3 sticker packs left. Look it, they're ready to go out. This limited edition sticker pack has the old school retro stickers that I don't have many of. So if you like these old school logo stickers in holographic, hurry up. And I still have some in stock over on Etsy, which is linked over on CiottiFPV.com. But yeah, these are some of the last of these retro holographic stickers. One big, one small, the new school sticker in holographic, and then your choice, either a window cling that can stick on the inside or the outside of the window, or a sticker. So you go to CiottiFPV.com, you hit the PayPal button, you send me 10 of your hard-earned dollars, and I send you stickers. Put your address in the note and say either window cling or sticker, and yeah, you'll get one of the last 3 sticker packs. This is me making a living. This is you know, one of the ways to keep the roof over my and Maggie's and the kids' heads, and someday pay for health insurance. Huge shout out to T-Motor. They sent me one of their new VTXs here for review, testing, whatever. I'm probably actually going to use this on... No, I'm not. I was about to say I'm going to use it on the Cinesplorer build that I'm going to do, but that's going to be a digital Tinywhoop, Cinesplorer rather. Well, hell, I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. I guess I could take the existing Cinesplorer that's analog and swap this in. Here's what I'll say about this. I'm pretty sure Rush Tank is making this for T-Motor, and I'll show you why. It's because it looks exactly like it. Like, look at the silk screening. See the, like, Rush uses a very specific font for their silk screening that I've never seen anywhere else before, and like that's the font. This isn't a bad thing. It's MMCX, just like the Rush Tank. This cover, I believe, is metal. T-Motor says it's a heat sink, and that's pretty awesome. That really, if it is, it's not removable. On the Rush Tank, you can pop the top cover off. On this, you can't. If it is truly a heat sink, which I'm sure that it is, I'm not sure that it is, but I have a feeling that it is, that's awesome. That means that you should buy this instead of the Rush Tank 20x20, because heat sinks are good. So, yeah. T-Motor FT800 VTX, 8 grams. It's a little heavy because of the heat sink. If you're trying to save a gram or two, the Rush Tank 20x20, I've used it a bunch and they're great. But if you want better performance, this thing is going to be your best bet. And yeah, nothing wrong with that. More options, the better, right? Ramdongo says, hello, good health. Riot9 says that desktop camera is glitching, flickering. Alec Dvornik says, FPV, I forgot to say hi. What's up, Alec? How are you, brother? I printed out a packing label with Alec Dvornik's name and address on it, and I put it into the box with the M3 or M4 stick ends. They went out. Both the M3 and the M4 packs of stick ends are officially on their way to the 5 most recent people that have gotten in on the Stick and Dick Ends fund. So yeah, they're going to be out for a little while and then they'll come back. So if you want to be on, if you want to try out for yourself every single stick end that's currently available, head on, join my Patreon, and then you'll get access to the full Discord channel. On the Discord channel, there's a text channel called Dick Ends, and in there are instructions explaining how it works. Basically, you pay for shipping or more, however much you want, and you get on the list, and I send you the box with all the stick ends. You get to try them, and then you send them to the next person. So yeah, they're going out to they're going out to 2 people now, and then there's 3 more labels spread between the 2 boxes to go to the next person, the next person, the next person, and then back to me, and then they'll go back out again. So yeah. The folks that have gotten those boxes thus far are blown away by how, basically the feedback that I get is, holy hell, I had no idea that I would like X or Y or Z stick ends so much. Like, you look at pictures of them and you're like, nah, I wouldn't like that one. But then you put it on your radio and you're like, wow, okay, I kind of like that. You really you just can't. You can't judge a stick end by its cover. That's what she said. No. That glitched out. Weird. There we go. How was that for you? Ramdago says, no apples here, sorry. Ruriju says, what do you recommend for my first mini whoop? On a budget, by the way. What is a mini whoop, Ruriju? I've not heard of that before. Is that like a 2-inch tiny whoop or something? Tag me again and let me know what a mini whoop is, and I'll give you an answer. That's a good question. Ed K says, hey, I didn't miss it. Happy Friday. CiottiFPV and Collective. What's up, Ed? All right, good to go there. Hey, Bachgrinder's in the house. What's up, DJ? How are you, man? Denzel the Terrible says, hey, everyone. Paul McDonald says, what size ESC do you use in the Cinesplorer? I've got a couple different ones. I've got a 25 amp in the one, 30 amp in the other, and I think another 25 amp in the Tooth Fairy 2. You really don't need big amp. Oh, hi! Hello, doggy! Oh! You guys can't see him. Come here. Oh, that breath! Oh! Come on! Oh, God, he's in my lap! That's not good. Oh, God. Duke. Yeah, this is fine. Point that breath away from me. Jesus. Yeah, you don't need big amperage in... oh, God, don't point that nose towards me. You don't need big amperage in anything, really, especially Tinywhoops. You do want to use, in my opinion at least, you do want to use like a good quality ESC, though, because you don't want the ESC to blow up. The extra amperage that we're running in our 5-inch rigs is there to protect against big voltage spikes when we slam into stuff. That typically doesn't really happen with Tinywhoop, so you don't need to go ballistic with the amp ratings. It's more important. What are you clawing at me? Yeah. It's more important to get put his head down on my arm. The 125 amp ESC is an Acon ESC, and I don't need the incredible amperage, but the fact that it's an Acon means it's made properly and it won't just explode for no reason. So yeah, if you can find like an Acon 25 amp or 35 amp, that's going to be a great ESC for the Tinywhoop. God, you can barely see him. He's so dark that you can barely... Well, no, I got it on my old monitor. Yeah, I guess you can see him. That big silly face. What? What do you want from me? He's upset because his mom's not home. Maggie's at work. Good question, Paul. Paul McDonald says, do you feel the same if running those new motors that Bob made for you / us? Yeah, for sure. I mean, here's a data point for you. Ryan Harrell, the guy who created Mini Quad Test Bench and knows more about ESCs and motors than anyone, he runs 25 amp ESCs on his 5-inch freestyle rigs. He doesn't crash really hard. But so yeah, there you go. Big power 5-inch freestyle rig, 2207s, absolutely fine on a 25 amp ESC because he's not crashing hard and putting big ass voltage spikes back into it. So with a Tinywhoop, it's the same kind of situation, right? But much less power. Like even on the big Tinywhoop motors, like the 2203s, 2204s, you're still never going to pull anywhere near the amps as you would on a 2207 5-inch freestyle. All right, we're caught up on the comments from. Oh no, don't plant it this way. God, he's an old dog too, so it's like old hot dog breath. It's just the hottest. It's the hottest dog breath you've ever heard. Paul McDonald says, thanks, you're certainly welcome. Kiz Bartlett says you look like a villain with that dog on your lap. Oh. Is this what you want? Will this get you to go away? No? All right. Hey, let's plug this Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop into Betaflight and change the things that need to be changed. Oh, God. Oh, boy. It's all hot. Why are you so hot, dog? You're burning up. That dog heat. Oh, God, I got to plug the motors in. Yeah, so this is it's boiling hot. It's boiling hot, that dog breath. If Maggie sees this, she's gonna get upset for shaming Duke. I'm very good at shaming this dog. If he understood English, he would not like me. But luckily, and I'm looking at you, Maggie, he doesn't. And I wouldn't be so mean to him if the kids weren't so mean. I use it to relate to the kids. Yeah, that's a good excuse, isn't it? You stink all over, bro. You need a bath. When's your mom going to give you a bath? Yes. Yes. Here in my lair, this dog and I will take over shit. Don't look at me. Look away. Avert your gaze. Avert your gaze. Oh, I can feel the breath. Oh, what? I just let you out, homie. What do you want? Do you want love? You came to the wrong place. I give all my love to Maggie and the kids. I got none left for you, bro. I got none left, and you don't deserve any. That's not true. What's up, Carbon Cage? Big and little. Look, I got a dog on my lap. Ramdanko says, at least he doesn't smell like the sea or fox shit. He doesn't smell like fox shit, but he smells like dog shit. He poops like 3 times a day right now. Maggie got him some food that he just lays these big tan shits like 3 times a day. Usually in the lawn, where I then walk and pull the hose and get his poops all over me. So, Kiz Bartlett, oh no, we got that. Ramdonko says, you're just eating kippers. God, just eating kippers, rather. Talha says, hey man, hey, my Mobula 6 just got delivered, but one of the motors snaps on something when spun. Would you happen to know what it is? Not without seeing it, Talha, but yeah, just take a look at it. If you have like if you're gonna be an FPV, you need to have one of these little guys. I should have a link to it down below in the description. This is a 5X loop, L-O-U-P-E. That would help. If you take a 5X loop and just look, you should see what the motor is snagging on. I mean, it's probably the frame, but I mean, there's no telling. So yeah, just got to take a look. If it's physically snagging on something, then you should be able to see it. Ed K says, scoop to poo, just don't leave it in the yard. Ick. So when I let him out to poop, I pick it up with a bag and throw it in the dumpster. But the kids let him out, and sometimes Maggie lets him out. Well, I mean, Maggie lets him out all the time, but sometimes Maggie doesn't clean it up. So yeah, but it's mainly the kids that let him out and don't clean it up. Look at this old school ass watch that I got. It's a shark watch. I had one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 100% electronic, friends. Ready? Look at this. Look at this. Look. Ready? Is it working? Oh yeah, it's so dim you can't see it. You can't see it. I had one of these when I was growing up, and you know, I'm into 80s, 90s shit. Oh, look what he's doing. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh, this dog is so incredibly like needy. Oh, the neediness. Easy, bro. You get all the love in the world. Veritas Weasel says, you want love? You came to the wrong place. I think you can actually get doggy breath mints for them. Has he been eating his poop? He better not eat his poop. Mr. Huggy says it will be the screw. What does that mean? Oh God. Oh. Raven says, remember the G-Shock watches? Yeah, I always wanted a G-Shock watch, but I had to settle for a freestyle watch. I'm getting into a new watch band. It's gonna be a motorsport themed watch band. All right, hold on. We gotta get into Betaflight like now because this thing is running the VTX and it gets really hot when it's plugged into. Oh my God, it's burning up already. It's just burning up. This shit. Oh God. It's the dog's breath. It's not the. So we're just gonna get this set up here. This was I bought this from TweetFPV. He was flying it around, so it should be pretty well set up. But I just want to make sure it's set up the way that I want it to be. All right, that all looks good now. The minimum and maximum cell voltage are not right. What do we want? We want the warning to be 3.2, I think, and then the minimum cell voltage to be 2.9. I think that's correct now. Okay, capacity. We might as well set to 300. That'll control the alarm. Can you just sit still? Oh. Oh, you know what? No. Let's just do this. Let's just do a dump, a diff from the other one. This way they'll be exactly the same. Buddy, you gotta go. I'm so sorry, but you gotta go, homie. It's a bit much. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. There's no love here for you. God, I am mean sometimes. I swear to God, I'm not like this to the kids. Just animals. Because they don't understand English, you know? So we're just gonna do a dump. We're just gonna take a big shit. We're gonna take a big shit from one quad to the other. How's that sound, guys? A big old shitteroo. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna type diff. We're not gonna take a dump, we're gonna take a diff. But that doesn't sound as fun. So let's take a big diff shit. A big shitty diff shit. Highlight up to here, copy it, disconnect. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna install Betaflight on the new one to make sure that it's not on a release candidate. So yeah, we'll put stable 4.3 stable. Hey, I weighed it. The difference between the new one and the previous one, which is like the lightest weight little UFL antenna ever, versus the TrueRC Singularity Short, is like 0.4 of a gram. So it's not a very big weight difference. 4.3.1 full chip erase, load firmware online, yes, and flash firmware, and now hold your breath. Because there's doggy breath in it. Hey! I need the sound bite in here. Where's the media source? And there it is. That's in reference to that dad joke. It's flashing. Kiz Bartlett says, you should have got one of those watches that control TVs. There was always one kid who would turn off the TV in class and the teacher would go mad. Oh man, I remember those watches. I don't remember any kids having those though. Ramdongo says, say walkies. Walkies. Oh no, yeah, the dog doesn't know that word. Talhan says, oh no, we got that. Alright, we're caught up on chat. And programming is successful. So we're gonna connect, apply custom defaults, and Kevin Sumner says, kids in bed, it's time to fix some stuff up. It smells like burning ESCs in here. It smells like burning electronics in here. These things get so goddamn hot when you plug them into USB. It's really ridiculous. All right, accelerometer's calibrated. Put our diff in here. Looking for red text. No red text. Click save, and we should be good to go. That should also put in the oh no, you know what? We're gonna check the motor rotation. That should put the Express LRS info in there as well. So it's all bound up. Connect! Motors. Let's check that they're ordered correctly first. Start. Spinning None of them are spinning. What's happening? Let's hit this. Oh. Lots of air. What's going on here? Let's put this into, let's make sure Bluejay's on Blu-ray. Let's make sure Bluejay's on here. And put power to it. Bluejay is not on it. And the motor beeps sound very weird. That was interesting. Trying to read 4 ESCs, ESC1, ESC2, ESC3, ESC4, done reading, flash all ESCs from BLHeli-S to Bluejay, version 0.16, PWM frequency 48, flash. Let's give it a minute. Mr. Huggy says, ain't you got a fan? I do, but it's all the way over there. All right, I'll grab it. There we go. Got it this time. All right, we're gonna put a fan on it here while it's flashing, and then I'll change a couple of the settings, and hopefully it'll start working. I think maybe it had like an old version of BLHeli-S that was not, that's not compatible with RPM filtering, which would explain why it was showing 100% error. All right, the last ESC is flashing. We're gonna turn on brake on stop. We're gonna turn the beacon delay down to 2 minutes. We're gonna turn the beacon strength up and the beep strength up. And that is about it. We'll turn the startup power up a little bit from 1025 to 1075 and from 1100 to 1200. I'm gonna start doing that on these since I'm getting that weird ESC desync kind of thing on the other two. I don't think that's gonna fix it, but there's kind of no reason not to do it. These tiny little motors do like a little bit of extra startup power. All right, so there we go with that. And the startup tone just sounded very weird. Let me check it again. Unplug and replug. Huh. Startup tone sounds a little different than normal. Here, check it out. Oh, there's the normal one. That's weird. What? Why is it doing the startup tones twice? Oh, there it is. Now it's normal. Weird. Okay, we're gonna come in here. Oh, God. Let's close this out. Come in here to motors. And let's try this again. There we go. Now we're good. All right, let's turn this off. We're gonna reorder motors. I mean, they should be totally fine, but we'll just make sure. Click the spinning motor. Motor 1 is spinning. Motor 2 is spinning. Motor 3 is spinning. Motor 4 is spinning. Save it. And we're gonna reconnect. Motor, motor direction. Understand the risks. Individually. Now, here, let's, motor direction. The wizard is a little bit easier. Start spin motors. Motor 1 is correct. Motor 2 is incorrect. Motor 3 is incorrect. Motor 4 is correct. So 2 and 3 and close. And now we're good to go. 12 motor poles. D-Shot 300. And let's come in here. Oh, we did the diff. Okay, yeah, so we're good. Dynamic idle value, I'm going to start moving this up to 30. Just because of that weird issue with the, just trying to get around that desync issue. All right, so we should be good to go. Now, I'm also going to start using a little bit more feed forward. So we're going to move this up to, let's move it up to 0.8. I'm going to start running feed forward at 0.8. All right, there we go. And we're going to disconnect and fry it. Oh shit! Speaking of frying it, I left the goddamn VRX plugged in again. Not good. Da 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 da. Let's fly! God damn it! Let's see if the VRX is still. Nope, that's not great. Shitballs. All right, hold on. Hold on, let's unplug it and plug it back in. Maybe that'll fix it. Maybe it just cooked though. Man, I gotta do a better job of remembering to unplug this damn thing. USB 2.0 PC camera. Hey, there we go. Happy days are here again. Let's fry, friends. I didn't put up any of the... I knew I forgot something. I meant to put the gates up, but I forgot. Oh, also, these are... these lights are all pointed poorly. Get these pointed back down here.
RSSI low.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Low battery.
Thanks for letting me know. Oh, God, the cord... Oh, wow, that's way too hot. It's way, way, way too hot. All right, let's just relax for a second, get some airflow going. Flies like the other one. Let's fly it down low. Let's fly it nice and low. Look at them socks. Core temperature coming down nicely. Just some nice, smooth, low flying. God, this thing flies so good. Why is the... So this is a much worse antenna, and man, I can tell. So I'm like right above myself right now, which is why the signal's good. But as I fly farther away, especially up here, Signal's gonna get worse. Man, yeah, it flies completely identical, which it should. Even, oh god, that's the sink. Woo! Narrowly escaped a water landing on that one. There's only a couple cups in there though with water in them. Oh, farts. Wow, I got lucky on that one. I really lost my orientation. Oh no! I slid right sideways into it. I knew that was going to be close, but oh boy. Trying to figure out how to use the height of that room. Oh shit! All right, let's come on back in. Hey, here's some newsworthy information. Oh god, I rammed into the wall. Tinywhoop.com has I don't know if this is like public knowledge. I talked to Jesse yesterday. Hopefully he's okay with me saying this, but Tinywhoop.com is restocking motors on Monday, so that's super exciting. I did a Tinywhoop order to snag a couple of their batteries, and I got a couple other cool things while I was at it. But yeah, they're restocking motors on Monday, which is pretty awesome. I don't know. I think I'm good. I have the Hex, and I have the 0702, and I have the full weight 0802s in 30,000 kV. So I think like I'm good to go on batteries. But oh wow, the video signal is way worse on the eSheen VRX. The antenna is still plugged in. Was it this bad when I was upstairs? Good God. Let's do a quick comparison. So this is a super lightweight little garbage antenna, basically. The other rig is on a TrueRC Singularity, so this is basically going to be a commercial for the TrueRC Singularity. Guys, look how much better the video. I mean, in the rapid fire was doing a hell of a job. I could see that it was a little bit worse, but it was doing a pretty good job. So here's what you get going from a whip style antenna to a proper TrueRC Singularity. Oh, farts. Oh, no. Although the quality is really bad right now. Come on now. Yeah! What? What's happening? I think it threw a prop. Yeah, there's a prop on the floor over there. Hold on, walk of shame. Why'd that have to happen? God damn it. I don't want to have to go up the stairs. Come on now. I'm trying to stream, for Christ's sakes. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, so here's your, this is your comparison of garbage antenna. And although, wow, this looks terrible too. Whoo, shit, the hang time. Oh, that was a top of the TV bonk. Oh boy, I got lucky on that one. Whoa. Easy, big fella. We switched out the artwork on this wall. Yeah, this one ain't doing so great either. I wonder if something weird's happening with the Wi-Fi. Uh-oh. Because usually we get a little bit better video than this. Oh, shit! That's not going well. Oh, I can hear that there's something rubbing. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Who's angry? Oh, God. Oh, it's hitting on the battery wire. Okay. That's an easy fix. All's right with the world. Although, man, the right rear motor is actually stalling all the way out when I wiggle it really hard on the yaw axis. All right, more abuse. I think it was just hitting on that battery wire. Oh, God! Oh! Oh! The, what? This is in a different spot. I moved this. I moved this really cool lamp. Oh, boy. I sanded half of this wall last night and reapplied filler and whatnot. It's almost ready for paint. Patrick came over this week and helped me fill this huge hole that was in the wall here. So that's interesting. I'm trying to level this wall out, man. There's this spot here. I took off a ton of, like, multiple layers of paint to try to level that area out. It's just, I don't know, there's a big hump in the wall. That's right, I said it. Uh-oh, get out of there. No, rejected. This gap has become a lot smaller. No, rejected twice. Oh, there it is. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! It snuck right under there. Oh, there it is. There's the ESC desyncing a little bit. Where am I? Where even am I? I'm in a box right now. I'm inside of a box full of clothes. Ain't gonna recover from that one. Yeah, it must be that right rear motor kind of stalling out, which I don't really know what's going on there. Oh well, this one I didn't change the the startup power or the digital idle on this one, so. Ooh boy. Oh, I hit myself in the head. I hit myself right in the head. Did you guys see it? Right in the head. Just struck myself. Riot9 says, what's the story with the piston? There's a guy so the Mazda 2 is a pretty competitive car in the in the SCCA B-Spec racing series. And they blow up engines, not all the time, but you know, with motorsport comes blown up engines. And so one of the B-Spec guys in the big Mazda 2 Facebook group cooked an engine and was selling off pieces of it, and he was selling off pistons and rods for like $5, and I was like, yo, gimme. So that is a piston and rod from a Mazda 2 engine, not mine. You know, I don't. Mine does not spend any time at the racetrack anymore. It used to autocross. I used to autocross it, but I haven't in many years. But yeah, if I ever do cook it, I'll have 4 more of those to go with that one, which will be fun.
Telemetry recovery.
What? Come on.
No battery.
So there you go. Let's go back. We're going to go back to the other one with... I think I was hanging off my goggles. We're going to go back to the other one with the horrible antenna. And we will play with the output power to see if we can maybe band-aid it. But yeah, there's your comparison of TrueRC singularity antenna to whip antenna. Quite honestly, I will take... on the tinywhoop.com order is one of the small antennas, and I'm excited about that. So let's really quickly go upstairs into a bad spot, and then we'll turn on the... so this is now the garbage antenna. Oh boy. And then we'll kick the output power up a little bit. So let's go up here, and we're going to land on my... my drum set accessory case. I overshot it. Oh boy, come on. All right. So now, here's one of the funny, or not. What's it look like on the VRX? Whoa, it's rolling.
Low battery.
How is it when I'm in here? All right, it's not oh man, it is kind of rolling when I'm in here. All right, well this thing will have a proper antenna soon enough, but for right now. Oh my God, what am I doing? Is it not watchable for you guys? I'm not gonna be able to hear you typing into the chat. I'll just blow through this battery as quick as I can. Oh boy. Woo! Shit! That was cool. Ah, I thought I could clear it. And that's the end of that battery. So there you guys go. That's the power of the of the Singularity antenna. I know 20 bucks is kind of expensive for a Tinywhoop, but man, it's well worth it. It makes such a big difference over the stupid whip antennas. So yeah, this will have a this guy will have a small antenna under the canopy. Probably by Whoop Wednesday. I mean, it depends on how quick Jesse ships the stuff out, but yeah, small antenna coming at you. There we go. I remember to unplug it this time. Huzzah! So there's some Tinywhooping for you, and there's, you know, a completely identical rig that flies completely identical. Let me change the startup. Well, so I was just ripping that pretty hard. That's what she said, and it didn't. What's that about? What is? Why is that? Is that one zoomed in? Why am I so much higher on this one? I guess just because I had it set higher. There we go. Is that better? Almost. Let's move it down a little bit more. Oh God, is that creepy? It's up a little higher. Let's move it down a little bit more. Almost. Oh. Now it just looks like I'm getting a little bit shorter. That's fine. Yeah. Let me do those couple of little changes here to the old school rig to make sure that, to see if the that weird little desync issue will go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Eva FPV says, "What's up? I think your drone has a fever." So could you guys see the difference? Was there a huge difference? I didn't look at the monitor. Why is I gotta get? Let me get farts. Let me get the VTX tables working. Oh, looks like I already did. Looks like I did do the startup power thing to this one. Okay, well that kind of sucks. Turn this up a little bit. Break on stop, low, 1075, 200. Okay, let's write these. I will adjust the minimum jib jab on this one though. You know what I'm saying? The minimum jibbly jubal. The dynamic idle. We're gonna move it up to 30. That's still very low, but that might be all it needs. It might just need a little bit of love there. And here in the motors tab, let's just double check everything. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we'll see. Next time I fly it, I don't have any more batteries charged for it right now, but next time I fly it, maybe the maybe that little desync issue will be solved. But hey, there you go, man. There's the ultimate freestyle Tinywhoops. And man, yeah, this one needs a thing. June Loco says infinite loops. Check them out. CiottiFPV. I've been a fan of infinity loops for ages. I was actually on his live stream last night hanging out. He's who, whenever I talk about 75 millimeter whoops, I always reference him. He's why I've put so much effort into the 75 millimeter whoops to try to get them to work right, because he swears by that size. And I can't figure out why. I actually asked him on his live stream yesterday. I'm like, why the hell can I not get a 75 millimeter whoop to fly anywhere near as good as 65s? Like, he swears that he hates the way 65s fly and loves the way 75s fly, and he flies in a tiny little space. So the only thing, and he didn't have any suggestions last night. I told him my all-up weight, and he didn't seem bothered by it. So I'm left to conclude that he's just a way better pilot than I am. And that doesn't surprise me. Like, I'm not that great of a pilot. So, yeah, I can... and that's nice. I like that, because I can stop blaming gear for it. So, yeah, I actually love that. If you guys aren't watching him, you should be. Much better pilot, and flies in a much smaller space much more accurately. So yeah, look him up. If you aren't a fan yet, I'm sure you will be soon enough. Okay. Oh no, let me turn the I knew there was something else. Let me turn the feed forward up on this a little bit, and then we can start cranking away on this glide. All right, PID tuning, expert mode. Where the hell is it? Feed forward gains. I'm gonna move it up to 0.8. There we go. Save it, and what our output limit? Battery. Okay, we're good. All right, so now they're identical again, and all is right with the world. I just need a better antenna for this. Yeah, talk to me in chat about the difference between the two whoops, the difference between the two antennas. Although, man, I feel like I really need to get I need to get a longer USB extension cord, because I need to get this antenna and VRX. So I tried to do this with a big long SMA extension, a 50-foot SMA extension, and it was a total fail. So now I need to do it with a USB cord. I need like 100-foot, no, probably not 100, probably just 50 feet. 50-foot USB cord to go up and over on the drop ceilings, and then there's a hole in the floor over there, and I can shoot up that hole. And I can put the antenna up in the living room. Hopefully, yeah, so I'll have one up in the living room, and hopefully it being up there, it'll punch down through the floor, and I'll have good coverage down here, and then great coverage up there. If not, then I'll just get a second one of those VRXs, because they're very cheap. It's the Eachine ROTG. I prefer the one. I had the ROTG 2. And it would flash when it would switch between in diversity, so that was terrible. So yeah, I'll just get a second one of them and just keep the second one of them down here. So when I'm mainly flying down here, yeah, I'll have good signal down here, and then I can just switch the USBs and fly upstairs. Riot9 says, the flying grip, what frames were those? I don't know what that means, Riot. I don't know what the flying grip is. Michael D says, I got dizzy watching. The video was just rolling and couldn't really tell the difference between the antennas. Really? What the hell? That's not normal. We usually have really good signal strength. Did the antenna come unplugged? No. Oh, hey, let me get VTX tables working. I really that's a thing that needs to be done. Maybe there's something weird going on with it. Mobula 6 ELRS VTX table. Let's see how strong Google is. Hey, now we're talking. Betaflight compatible with maybe 6.7. SPI bind code in the bind_X. Is this an old one? Is this a current one? Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No. That's Mobile 6 HD. We don't want that. What's this? What's this one? Oh my God, what's happening? Whoop drone. I love how Happy Model calls them whoop drones. That makes me giggle. Let's search for table. That's not how you spell table. Oh man, it's not in here. Come on now. Maybe it's just. Maybe I can just copy and paste it from in here. No, come on, man. Where? Marcel off access with a $5 Canadian super chat. He says you can do it. Thank you, brother. Where is the VTX table? I wish that link would work. That would be kind of great. Why are you showing me this page if the thing is not going to be here? Why you do this? Why you no work? Must include table. Hey, here we go. Pyro drone to the rescue, maybe. Find table. No! There is no table. Come on now. Why does FPV have to be so fucking hard? I just need the goddamn VTX table, yo. GitHub. I like GitHub. Let's see. Betaflight VTX tables. That ain't it. Table. Nothing. Oh man, this is very annoying. This is very annoying. Table. VTX tables. Here we go. Come on. Somebody post it. Somebody post it. Somebody post it. Somebody post it. I bet you this is that same page where it doesn't work. Nope. Maybe it's here though. Nope. Why? Oh, a preset in Betaflight. Holy crap. The presets, yo, the presets. I forget about the presets all the time. Let's check it. Preset, and we're gonna go to VTX, and let's see what we got. I can probably just use this open VTX one, but just for the sake of looking, nah. Somebody in chat, confirm that I can use this open VTX one. Pretty sure I can, right? Tramp or Smart Audio 2.1? I don't know. That we can find out from the product listing, I'll bet. I think this is the product listing here. Yeah, here we go. So search for Tramp. Nothing. Search for Smart. There we go. Race band Smart Audio ready. So that in theory means it uses Smart Audio 2.1. Open VTX, pasting it in live stream Discord direct from mine, which is plugged in now. Thank you, Metal. Discord, come to me. All right, and here we go. And Jesus, Brandon. Thank you, brother. Obviously, open VTX. Okay, cool. All right, We're gonna close this. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna paste it and save. I guess maybe that was the problem with the VT with the signal strength. We kind of won't know because. Oh, wait, is there a port problem? Well, let's put power to it. We almost certainly need it to be powered. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Go to video transmitter rather. I think I need to have this port. What should it be on? UART 2, I'm assuming? TBS Smart Audio? Let's see. Let's see if that helps. Connect and video transmitter. There it is. Device ready. Yes. Smart Audio 2.0. Great. Power 25. Frequency 5917. Great. On until first arm. Great. Enter frequency directly. Awesome. Save it. And we're going to do the other one. Cool. So maybe that was what was going on. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Disconnect. And we're going to do that on the other one as well. Thank you, Metal. All right. Real quick like. And then we'll start banging away on the glide. That's what she said. Connect. Ports. TBS Smart Audio. Save and reboot. Oops. Too quick. Video transmitter. 5917. Power 25. Pit mode no. Pit mode frequency no. On until first arm. It's got a weird VTX table in here. It's got the one with 400, which I do not think is right for this board. So we're gonna put this one in. Although that number is just a that number is just the label in the menu. It doesn't actually change the output power. All right, so we should be good to go here. This should be a little bit better. I wish I had a charged battery to check it to see if it had better signal strength upstairs, but we'll see. I'm super curious. I'm gonna put a battery on the charger. Do me a favor, chat. Remind me to fly this battery by the end of the stream, and we'll see. We'll see if it's any better. Cool. I'll put these right here to try to remind myself. Let's fix a glide. God damn it. This is the one that absolutely got face punched into the... Oh, wait, no. This is not the one that slammed into the side of the building. This is one that I somehow broke two motors at once. I forget what the hell happened to this one. It took a really big hit. What is this? Mobula 6 V2.0 upgraded flight controller, crazy BFR. Oh God, Astroglide, nice. Let's get caught up in chat here real quick. I think I'm a little bit behind. Cole Power says you can right-click and copy transformation to apply to an element in another scene. Really? That's super cool. Let me try that. Let's try that. Let's come here, and then I want that one. Transformation, copy transform. I'm assuming that's what I want, and then I go here, and then transform, paste transform. Look at that. That is actually really helpful. Good call, dude. Super helpful right there. Metal Nerdskin with a $5 super chat. He says, been moving and missed the last several streams. Just had a few free minutes today for the first time in weeks. Glad to have you back, Metal. Hopefully moving is going okay. It can be a goddamn nightmare. Although I can't really say that anymore because the last time I moved, this most recent time I moved, was amazing. You just got to be moving to like a way better place with way better people, and then moving is great. Thanks, Marcel. Thanks, Metal. Much appreciated for the super chats. You guys are awesome. Ramdango says, was much better but hard to follow due to the flickering and the rolling. We're going to get this battery charged up and hopefully that'll be better. Kiz Bartlett says, you should get a USB cable with magnetic tips for the ROTG2. That way you can snap it on and off in an instant. That's a really good idea, actually. I dig that. Ramdango says, is the Meteor 65 competing at all with its size and props, with its size and prop size? Are you talking about the one with the slightly bigger props? Somebody, I forget who it was, somebody was just, they took their Mobula 6 HD0 and they put it onto the Meteor 65 Pro frame with the bigger props, and it did not work out. It was, the frame was too floppy. On my tinywhoop.com order, since I'm a sucker for punishment, I ordered one of those frames and the bigger props. So I'm going to try it myself. You know, we'll see. It makes a lot of sense to have the slightly bigger props for that build because it's got the HD0 on board, which is kind of heavy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, fun things coming at you soon enough. Mudderson says that one has OpenVTX in it. It's the same as the OVX 303. I got to learn a little bit about OpenVTX. I haven't done any reading on it. Mudderson also says OpenVTX will work. Yes, also pasting in a live stream Discord Direct. Thank you, dude. Riot9 says, while not connected in Betaflight, go to options, permanently enable expert mode. No, I like clicking the switch every time. I'll do it just for you. You mentioned that on a previous live stream, and I meant to actually do it. All right, it's done. There's a couple things in here. I actually did not know that this exists. Yes, I did, because I turned on this dark theme rather. Show update notifications for unstable versions of the configurator. That's interesting. Reopen last tab on Connect. It already does that. I don't like that, but it already does that, so I would rather turn that off, but it's already off. That's strange. Opt out of anonymized collection of statistics data. Now we good. I take my statistics data. Advanced CLI autocomplete. That's interesting. Show all serial device. I'm going to actually turn that on. Show all serial devices for manufacturers. No. Enable virtual connection mode. That's kind of interesting. Show warnings. All right, cool. We got some options set. Hopefully it just magically saved them. And away we go. Let's, what's happening here? Should have looked in a mirror. Should have looked in a mirror today. Fuck a mirror. And all right, let's fix a glide. Somebody clipped that, Mel says. I don't even know what you're referencing, but I'm sure it was ridiculous. Moving the chat over so I can see it from the bench. Glide repair time. Ready, go. Okay. I don't remember what else was wrong with this rig, to be honest. In theory, it's just these two broken arms, but I would appear to have removed the motors, probably because I blew up the bells on the motors. That sounds, I don't know why I would remove the entire motor. Usually I just break the bell, then I can just swap the stator. It would appear that I've, I guess, broken the stator as well. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty hard to do, but I digress. I think maybe I was being lazy and I decided to just swap the whole motor out rather than removing the bell. What I probably didn't remember is that the extra Axis 2306 motors, that's what's on this is the test bed rig. The extra Axis 2306 motors that I've got, they do not have, they're not the right KV. They didn't have the right KV in stock, so I just snagged them. So I'll probably need to solder these motors back on just to use the stator bases. I should probably, not probably, I should definitely replace the ESC on this rig. This is a Mamba ESC and one of the channels is starting to let go. But I really prefer to just rock these motherfuckers until they're all the way blown up. So I probably won't It looks like I made myself a little bag here with stuff. Michael D with a $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, looking forward to the tiny lifter build. There's 3, dude. There's 3 tiny lifter builds. Can you even believe it? So yeah, there's all kinds of tiny lifter content coming at you hard and fast. Let's take a look at, okay, so yeah, this stator, maybe I blew up the top bearing. Let's see real quick. Well, I mean, I don't know. What's up with this? Ooh, this one's very locked up. But it's probably just the bell. I'm surprised at my recklessness of desoldering the motors without checking my stash. So this is how I check if the top bearing in the stator is completely wrecked. I put the bell on just a little bit here, and then just give it a little spin, and you can kind of feel the grumbliness in your fingers. And then you put it on the bottom. The bottom bearings almost never take any abuse. And then you spin it on the bottom, and you just compare. The top bearing, it'll get pretty grumbly, and you can keep going. Like your tune will get a little bit more angry, but you can put a lot of punishment into the top bearing before it's totally shot. This one is not bad enough that I'm gonna bail on it. Let's check this other one. Usually I will replace 3 or so bells before I replace the top bearing. Oh, this one's in pretty bad shape. Let's check the bottom bearing on this stator. They're pretty easy to swap out. I might be doing that on this motor. Bottom bearing is, of course, completely fine. Let me check this top bearing one more time here. You don't want the motor to wobble like that. You want to put the motor shaft in there enough that it spins level. If you put it on too far, it'll do that, and it'll try to seat itself. See, there's like a specific spot that you got to try to get it. Yeah, this bearing's actually pretty bad. This one took a hell of a hit. Oh wait, I remember. One of these motors, the little C clip on the bottom bearing popped off. Oh, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Somebody's coming down the stairs. It's a Felix.
Aaron.
You going over Bonnie's house tonight?
Yeah.
You going now?
Yeah.
Cool.
If my mom comes home and she asks where I am, tell her that I'm at their house.
Have fun.
Okay.
Let me know how it goes.
And convince her to not get mad.
She's not gonna get mad. She loves you. She doesn't get mad. She's just concerned.
No, she does get mad.
No, she doesn't. I've asked her. She wants you to be happy. Go have fun.
Okay.
Be good. What?
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
I'll never come back.
Oh. Did you guys hear? They said they'll never come back. Oh shit! No, the little C clip is still down here. What the hell? What's my problem? Yeah, C clip's down there. That's weird. Riot 9 says just 2 opposing motors, those Axis flying ones with the weird little ring thing in the stator. That's all that's wrong as far as I recall. Stereo Ramdonko says stereo mic works. Freak me out a bit. Yeah, this mic is stereo. The weird little ring that Riot 9 is talking about is on the top there. You see it? See that little raised edge here, this little raised bit? Axis says that this makes the motors more durable. I ain't fucking buying it. Maybe it does, but I really, really, really doubt that. I think that if anything, it'll make the motors less durable because it's just one more thing that can potentially, that can potentially rub between the bell and the stator when you start slamming it up really good. So yeah, I don't know. I don't quite buy it, but I could be wrong. I am frequently. What KV are these? These are 1810 KV. I think this replacement motor that I bought is 19 something. 1960 maybe? 1960, that's it. Okay, and I only have this one extra motor and then an extra bell. Oh no, this is a whole motor. So I only have 2 extra of these Axis motors. I don't know. I'm not like blown away. So these are heavy. These are heavy motors. And if I'm going to run a motor that's heavier than an F40 Pro 4, it better goddamn well be a lot more durable than the F40 Pro 4. And these have not been any more durable. So these are more than likely going to be the last 2 Axis motors to go on here. And then what I think I might do is put this rig onto an FPV cycle motor, maybe. I would love to do the 23mm talls, but unfortunately they are 12 by 12 mounting pattern, which won't work. So that's a shame. I have a set of the 25mm motors on one of the bigger, fast, high-speed rigs. I don't really know about putting another set of these. So maybe, I don't know, is there a motor that you guys really want to see me test? A 5-inch motor that you guys really want to see me test? It's got to be a 2306. So, yeah, I'm going to pull the bells off of these, and I'm going to pull the top bearing out of one of these to put into these stators. I could absolutely solder these up and the PID loop would take care of it, but I'm not going to do that. That's silly. Yeah, it was stupid of me to remove these 2 stators. Although, you know, I'll swap the bearings out on both of these so that you guys get to see me do it twice. Although you won't really be able to see me doing it because I'm going to have to like do it in my lap. I mean, I might be able to struggle through and do it on the workbench, but it helps to do it like on your thighs. You'll see why in a minute. Let me get a little piece of VHB for this race wire here that appears to have ripped off, I guess. I don't know how the hell that happened, but... Eva FPV's in the house. She says, do you know if T-Motor would sell me just motor bells if I hit them up? You don't even need to hit them up. They sell them already on either Pyro Drone or Race Day Quads. One of the 2 websites has T-Motor bells, I think all of them, in stock and ready to go out. That being said, if you message them directly and you can get in touch with somebody, they will sell you replacement bells direct. You're just going to get killed on shipping. But yeah, they will sell direct to you, but no real reason to do that since you're in the US and have access to 3 of the best resellers
in the world.
There you go. There you go. I wish I could get that on the damn Stream Deck. There's apparently no way to do it on the Mac. You cannot use the Stream Deck as a soundboard on the Mac, only on PC, which is kind of ridiculous, but hey, that's life sometimes. I can't believe I'm going to put this back together with this jacked up ESC. This is a stupid idea. But I don't have another ESC to put on here, so I like to try to test stuff on this rig, and I don't have another like test this ESC to put on here. Let me put some of this extra stuff away in one of these little containers, bags. Cole Power says CiottiFPV is not coming back, a threat or a promise. Michael D says, just got the RDQ, what's the new email? Are the T-Motor M0802s any good? So I don't know anything about that specific motor. They it looks maybe a little bit different than their previous 0802, or maybe it's identical. If it's identical to their previous 0802, it's great. The only problem is it's a two-piece motor bell, and so eventually they'll probably separate. Especially if you're running on a Meteor 65 frame where the motor screws are the lowest point. So yeah, I would wait for Tinywhoop.com to restock, which is happening this Monday, and I would roll with their motors. Personally, there's a little angry piece of the wire sticking out here, but I just got it taken care of. All right, cool. Okay, so we can actually move this out of the way because we're just going to be working with motors here. So I'm going to replace the top bearings on both of these motors. I have not done this before on Axis motors. Some companies will like basically epoxy the bearings in, which is really annoying because then you can't really get them out all that well. Michael D says the T-Motor M0802 looks flatter than the regular 002s. Well, that's pretty cool. If that's true, it's probably really good. Riot9 says, looks like a bit of exposed wire in motor 2, middle wire touching the frame, squints eyes, motor 2. Yeah, there's a little cut. It won't be touching the frame, but there is a little cut in the wire there. I'll throw some liquid electric tape on it. We'll be good to go. The cut is just on the top of the motor. Motor wire, I should say. So let's get a little dab of electric tape on there. Liquid electric tape on there. Oh, I was wrong. It's GetFPV according to Michael D. Thank you, Michael. It's GetFPV. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're just going to dab a little bit of liquid electric tape on here. And all right, good to go. Good eyes, friend. Starbright, the company is called that makes this. Yeah, 2500 kV is great as well, especially if you run it on a. That would be a great motor for either the T motor tri-blades or the GemFan tri-blades. I've not back-to-back those two against each other yet to know if one of them is better than the other. The T motor is a little bit lighter, which is kind of a big deal. So I really dig that. But my guess is the GemFan might make a little bit more power. So yeah, get them both. Test them for yourself. See if you can tell a difference. You probably won't be able to. I'm just moving this liquid electric tape around a little bit. There we go. All better. I can't believe you guys could see that through. Man, this as much as I bitch about this Logitech, that's pretty impressive that you guys could see that. Although I have moved the camera much closer to the work surface. Jesus, man, this thing took a hell of a beating. Wait a second, these arms are fine. I thought it broke two arms. All right, one arm is definitely broken. Motor one arm is definitely broken. But the rest of the arms are actually completely fine. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so I only need one replacement arm for this. That's fine. We got to fix these motors first. So, yeah, let's see if I can get these out. So here's my process for doing this. It's you know, you're getting the to remove the bearings that you're removing are already destroyed. So this method of removing the bearings is pretty hard on them, but it doesn't matter because they're already destroyed. So who cares? They sell bearing pullers, but I've never seen one small enough for these. So here's basically how I do it. I take a M2.5 driver and I put it through the bottom bearing at an angle to catch the inner race of the top bearing. So you put this through here at an angle like that, and then you just smack it with a hammer. And you're driving this thing into the inner race, the inner lip of the top bearing, and then it's just going to put it out. And then I'll rotate it around so I hit it once on one side, once on the other side, and just try to wiggle it back and forth. And I like to do this on my thigh. I can do this. Where's my hammer? Where's my hammer? So I like to do this on my thigh because like my leg meat gives it like a little bit of room to kind of move, because you're pushing the bearing down and through. So yeah, I don't know. This is just the best way that I've found to do it. There's probably a better way, but this works really well. So put it in there at an angle like that, and when you're putting it through this bottom bearing, like it'll like snap and it'll like catch the top bearing, and then just whack it with a hammer, and then I'll spin the motor around so that I hit the other side, get it seated on there, smack it again, and you got to hit it pretty hard. But after a couple of times, usually, unless they're epoxied in, you'll get it out of there. So just keep working at it. I mean, you could just bash it really hard on the same side, and now you see it's coming out. See that? So Axis has not epoxied theirs in, which is awesome. So now we just need to smack it a couple more times. And again, this bearing is wrecked, right? So like we don't care if we make it any worse. So just keep whacking it, and eventually you'll feel it on your leg. You'll basically hammer this into your fucking leg. So don't go crazy. And there we go. And now it's out of there. The only problem now is we need to remove the bearings from these guys without hurting them. I've got a bunch of bearings that I've already removed. Well, let's do the other one. I've got a bunch of bearings that I've already removed from T-motor motors. So I'm actually just going to use those. But at this, actually, no, never mind. I'll show you the trick. We're going to remove these. So by hitting just one side of these bearings, that's what's doing the damage. If you hammer these bearings out straight and flat, they usually come out without any damage. But there's really no way of doing that when there's two bearings in the stator. So we can, but there's a bottom bearing. And as I showed you, the bottom bearing doesn't usually take much, if any, abuse. And there we go. I just felt it come out. So those are both bad. And if you want to confirm that they're bad, just put a motor bell on them. Take your banged up motor bell, take your bearing, put it on here, and spit it. And you'll just feel it. You'll feel it in your finger. You'll feel like the grumbliness of the bearing itself. That one's shot. I think this one's even worse. And yeah, so those are both shot. Hang on to them though. They're nice to have. Just take like a black Sharpie and write all over them. So all of we made them slightly worse by smashing them at an angle. All right. These bottom bearings in here are totally fine. And if we smack them out, not at an angle, they're going to continue to be fine. So that's the deal. We just want to push them straight down and out. I mean, it's not great for them, but I've done this a million times, and it's been fine every single time. So all you need is a driver that's got like a big flat head on it. Don't we all? And I must have moved mine to the workbench in the other room. So I actually use a big Torx bit. Hold on, let me go grab it. I'll show you what I mean. Stand by. use these big Torx bits because they make a bunch of contact with the bearing. So get yourself a big ass Torx bit. It just has to be bigger than the inner race. But I mean, the bigger it is, the better, because it's going to spread the load out. So this is what we're going to be doing, basically, to that bottom bearing. We're going to put that through, and we're going to... Come on, you fuck. Focus. There we go. We're going to put that through, and it's going to knock it out with that contact there, right? See that? See how it's a nice big contact patch on there? And that's going to prevent the bearing from taking any damage. I could probably use this one as well. I think this is the one that I used to use. But what you don't want is for it to mangle the inner race. Come on, focus, please. Please focus. Focus on my hand. There we go. And then, yeah, so this is a little bit too small. This is going to leave digs in the inner race, and then it's going to be hard to get the jib jab through. And I just realized I can't remove these bottom bearings. Yeah, so that's what you would do. If I had another motor that was the right KV, I would smack these bottom bearings out and we'd be good. But for some reason I wasn't thinking. I can't smack these bottom bearings out because I need to reuse these. These stators. What I could do is take these guys apart, but that's just silly. So I'm gonna grab a couple of the T-motor bearings that I've already got, that I've done this to, and just drop them in. And they are in here. And so yeah, let's just grab a couple of these guys. And I am gonna test them first to make sure they spin cleanly. And to do that, again, just hold it in one hand. Put the bell on it and spin the bell. Nice and smooth. That's actually taken a pretty good crash, but it's still got plenty of life left in it. And that one's beautifully smooth. This was the bottom bearing from something. I'm actually gonna put this one back in here and see if I can find one that's completely clean. And so yeah, before you ever throw a stator away, that one's taking a crash too. Before you ever throw a stator away, knock the bottom bearing out and hang on to it. Most of these motors use the exact same bearings. There we go. There's one that's perfectly smooth. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to cheat and do this. But technically speaking, I could knock the bearings out of these two 1960 kV stators. But I'm not going to do that because once I break one more of these motors, hopefully one of you guys will be running these 2306 Axis, and I can sell you 3 good motors and 2 perfectly good 1960 kV stators. What I do want to do, though, is mark these stators with the KV. 1960. Ooh, this one's an 1810, so this one I can just drop on there. But this one is a 1960. So cool. I'll just solder this one up, and this one I'll steal the bell from. But yeah, I want to mark this stator. I cannot fucking believe these motor manufacturers don't mark their stators with the KV. It's just so stupid. Because after I pull this bell off this stator, there's no telling what KV this stator is. So this is what, 1960? So I'm gonna 1960. Man, that is hard to read. 1960. There we go, 1960. I'll try to write it real small here as well. 1960. Hey, that one's a lot more readable. And then I also try to write it on the side of the motor. 1960. There we have it. Okay, cool. And now when I'm handling this motor, that'll all get rubbed off. And I'll be screwed. Where did it go? Is it this one? All right, so let me be super careful with this real quick and try to get this bell off before I rub that shit off without the before the Sharpie dries. Don't just go cranking on these motor bell screws. You can absolutely strip them out. Sometimes you have to heat them up with the tip of a soldering iron. Sometimes, so they put a bunch of Loctite on them. What usually works is if you just unscrew it until it starts to bind up, and then screw it back on, and then back it off again, and then screw it back in again. That'll usually loosen up the Loctite gradually, so that you don't have to heat it up with a soldering iron tip. Just, you know, that'll save you a couple of seconds. And there we go. Comes right off. Where did I write that stuff? I wrote it on that side, so if I just keep my fingers here, hopefully I can get this off. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's good to go. Let's see if I wiped it off. Nah, we good. 1960. Okay, so this stator is going to go in the bag, and eventually it'll end up in one of your guys' homes, hopefully. These are really good motors. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these motors. Maybe they're more durable than T-Motor F40 Pro 4s. I doubt it, but maybe they are. You know, they're definitely built beefy. That's why they're heavier. And I don't know. My experience with 5-inch motors is that 9 times out of 10, the shaft bending is what eventually kills it. And so a beefy motor, and that's a beefy motor is not going to have a stronger shaft. They all use the same low-grade titanium on the motor shafts. So 9 times out of 10, the beefier motor is not going to be any more durable. There will be that 1 time out of 10 where like the stator breaks or something else happens. And in those cases, in that rare case, yes, the beefier motor will hold up a little bit better. But I'll take a lighter weight motor any day of the week. I really like the way that a lighter weight motor feels and flies. And yeah, in most crashes, it doesn't crash any worse. Well, I shouldn't say that. The failure point is typically no different. So yeah, that's why I run a lighter weight, less beefy motor. Okay, so these are the replacement bearings. Really quickly, I am just going to give a quick visual inspection to make sure they're the same size and thickness. They always are, but, well, not always. I could do this with a caliper, but I'm not gonna. If I put it in there and the motor rubs or something like that, then I'll know it's a different dimension, but it really isn't. There are numbers on the motor. Might as well check them with a 5X loop real quick. So this one is 684Z. Those numbers are they don't seem to correspond to anything. Yeah, so these are definitely different bearings, but they should be the same size. That bearing just fell down. Where'd it go? Yeah, these are different manufacturer bearings. There are EZO bearings. Those are the best. And then there are N something bearings. NMB, NHB. Just different companies. NMB. L-940ZZ. So this is the bearing that came off of it. The T-motor bearing that I'm putting in. Some T-motors, I think, come with EZOs. I don't think that's what these are. 684Z, it says on this one. Where's the other one? Oh, it's in there. 684Z. 684Z. Yeah, I definitely noticed that the EZO bearings seem to be more durable. Man, durability is tough to quantify. To put the bearings in... Yo, there is straight up a little cockroach that lives in this one drawer. I've already sprayed this drawer with stuff. How the fuck is he still alive? Is this real life? What's happening? Don't live in my toolbox, you little bastard. What the hell? Get out of there. My God, what is this real life? What is happening? Get off my tools, motherfucker. There you go. Now you're going to die in there, and I'm going to be annoyed. Oh, God, he's coming out. Oh, he's coming out. Oh, gross. Oh, he's on the desk. He's on the desk. Oh, I hate him. I hate them. Now you're dead, and it stinks. Like roach stuff. I'm going to grab your leg. I'm going to flush you down the toilet, you little jackass. Basement life, yo! Basement life. There you go. Enjoy your swim, jackass. You hear that, other roaches? Stay out of here. God, you got the whole fucking outside to live. Live out there. Christ. I can't believe that's the second time I've opened that drawer and the same sized cockroaches in there. I refuse to believe that that first one lived from being sprayed. That's crazy. I made this little kit at Home Depot. It's a bunch of washers. If you bring a motor stator in, you can build your own little kit. It's just a bunch of washers and a little wing nut and a little bolt here. The theory is this goes up through the bottom. And you've got your threads here. You put the bearing on, put a couple washers on top, and then you're going to pull the bearing in nice and even with your little wing nut here. So yeah, take your little needle nose pliers here and hold the bottom, and then you just crank it in. And this way it evenly pushes the bearing in. This is a little miniature press, little miniature bearing press. And some stators are going to be harder to do this than others. In my case, in this motor's case, it appears that these washers are hitting this stupid lip, which complicates things. Damn it. That's kind of annoying. Shitters. Usually usually there's not this weird little lip to get past. I actually don't know how I'm going to solve this. I have an idea though. My idea is maybe the head on this guy is smaller than those than that lip. Looks like it is, yeah. I don't like to do this because this is now going to be pulling this motor in by the inner race only. The whole point of these washers is that the washers push the bearing in from the outer race. Look at the size of the washers. They're ever so slightly bigger than the motor, the bearing. So they're going to push the motor in by the outer race, which is the safest way to do it. Right now, I'm going to be pushing the motors in by the inner race, the inside. And that's not great. I'm going to do it. It's going to go in nice and evenly, so it'll probably be it'll almost certainly be fine. But this is just a little bit less than ideal. So now we're going to put the little stack on the bottom this time. Every other motor than this Axis will not have this problem, so you guys won't really have to deal with this. But yeah, on these Axis motors, this is kind of a little bit of an annoyance, but not the end of the world, like I said. Also, this bearing was sliding in pretty smoothly, so this, yeah, I'm not super worried. Sometimes you got to really crank on these to get these bearings pushed in. It depends on the tolerances that they use on the stator itself. So yeah, there we go. This is going in just fine. And just give myself a little space here. Okay, there we go. And you want to give this a little crank. You want to make sure that this bearing is seated all the way. Otherwise, it's going to sit up on the... otherwise, the motor bell is going to sit up a little bit too high, which is not great. So just keep kind of futzing with it. This is much easier on every other motor that doesn't have this silly lip in here. All right, there we go. And now it's bottomed out. You can really feel it. So now we just remove this, and we've pressed in a new top bearing. Fuck. Or we've gotten the thing stuck. I can just go get a wrench that's whatever size this is, but I can probably just keep screwing with it like that and get it out of there. So there you go. Denzilla Terrible says, don't you mean flush him up the poop chute? Yeah, it's true. It goes down for a split second. Riot9 says, use the old bearing to push the new one in. Damn ring/lip thing. That's a good idea, Riot9. I used to have a wrecked bearing in my little tray here to do exactly that with. Yeah, that would be perfect in this case. And actually, let's do that just to make absolutely sure that this bearing is seated all the way. And also, I want to show the people what you're talking about. So we'll put a couple washers on the bottom. Put a couple washers on the bottom to protect that bottom bearing. Put this guy in here. Take one of the wrecked bearings, put it on there. The only thing I'm afraid of is that the wrecked bearing is going to catch on the lip, and then the wrecked bearing is going to get stuck on there, so I actually can't do it. This lip is just kind of annoying. But we got that bearing in there enough. All we got to do is now is throw a good bell on here, and we'll see if this bearing's going to work, if it's too tall, if it's too short, and also we'll get to see if I wreck that little lip, and it looks like we're fine. And you also want to give it a listen. There is a little bit of a... That little jingly jangly sound is not great. Ramdonko says ant powder and hammers. What's that? What's that mean? Veritas User says, glad it's just a bug. I thought you had one of those Japanese invasive spiders that's spreading across Georgia. They spin a web 10 feet across. We've got plenty of those in the yard. So yeah, there's a little jingle jangle sound, but usually it's okay. Let's give this guy a spin. And this fresh one has a little bit of that jingly jangliness too, so it should be fine. This bell is wrecked. We'll put it in the shopping cart of wrecked bells. It is 8:50, 10 minutes until bot grinder. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you got your drugs ready, because man, he is gonna put you to the test with how many of those drugs that you can eat. Is that what you do with drugs? You eat them? All right, let's get these little washers and this little O-ring out of here as extras for somebody, and this is now junk. I'll throw it over there in my junk pile. These little guys we will save because they do eventually let go. Oh God. There was just one stuck to my finger for some reason. That was a little weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know why it stuck to my finger. All right, so we're good there. And this other motor is the right KV. This is 1810 kV. So we're just going to strip and solder that one on. So yeah, that's how you press in a fresh motor bearing. That's the main thing that I wanted to show you guys. I mean, me soldering on yet another motor doesn't really teach you guys much, if anything. So you got to see all the good stuff before your, oh God, excuse me, weekly dose of bot grinder. So I'll put my little kit here back together. And any last second questions you guys got in chat, definitely leave them. And I'll see you guys again on Sunday. Yeah, June Logo says you see TrueRC using old motors as fridge magnets. Yeah, I do that with motors that the bells break on. On my toolbox here, right in front of me, I have a ton of motors where the bells have broken or shafts have slipped. that I stick to my my little toolbox right in front of me here. So yeah, there's that. One of these is bad, and I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh, I can tell by the numbers on it actually. Nope, this is the good one. That means this. Yep, this is the bad one. Okay. I don't need any of the extra bad ones. I have a ton of them, so I can throw those bad ones away. But yeah, I actually don't need this. I technically don't need this one, but I will partially. I mean, technically speaking, the other way that you can push these in is you can just put the bell on here, and then you can just hammer the shit out of the bell to push it down. The problem with doing that is you're going to put all the stress on the inner race, and that's stupid. So yeah, I don't recommend that you do that, but you can. Technically speaking, you can install a new top bearing by just slamming the bell down on there. Don't do that though. Do it the way that I showed you. And so we'll put our little retaining screw. Here's the other way that you can check if that bearing is too small. Is you put the screw in and you see if it still spins. If that bearing is too short, you'll pull the motor too far down on the stator and it won't spin, or you'll get some weird noises. But in this case, we're completely fine. So this motor is good to go. This stator is good to go. It just needs that bearing put in. Let me yeah, no, there's no reason to take this apart. It's silly. Let me show you how to put it on with the motor bell actually. So this is the lazy person's way. I've done this a bunch of times and it does work. But yeah, don't do it this way. It's just silly. So you're going to take this motor bell. I'm going to take a bunch of these little spacers that they give you. So these spacers here, and I'm going to stack these up on the motor bell, because normally it's set up for this little green O-ring, but we don't want to put that O-ring in there because we're going to be pushing down on this pretty hard. I get a couple more of these little spacers, just 2 more real quick, just to make sure that we don't want the bell to bottom out. Could hurt it. So yeah, little stack of these spacers. Some motors don't even use these spacers, or the green things. They only use the spacers if they use the green things. So then yeah, you just put it on, and then just push it down, and you might need to kind of slam on it. But yeah, it'll push that bearing. See it going? There it goes. I don't have the camera pointed down quite enough. So you just kind of wiggle it in there, and it will. There it goes. There it is. And that's it. And now that's pretty much seated all the way down. You would probably then want to smack this with a hammer once or twice just to make sure it's seated all the way. But yeah, the problem with doing that is so doing it by hand like that is no sweat. Now is when the damage is going to happen. So we're just going to give it a couple of smacks. This is the bell that's ruined, so I'm not worried about ruining this bell anymore. And yeah, that bearing is now seated on there, and seated in there, I should say. And so we're going to take this little stack of spacers out, and you can see it's down in there, all deep like. And a couple of these stuck to the inside of the motor, of course, as they like to. Always check that. The motors like to eat these little spacers and have them sit on there. So yeah, if you wanted to check to see that if this was good, you would now go spacer, green thing, spacer, put the bell on, put the screw in, and as long as it spins, it's fine. In my case, this bell is bent. The motor shaft is bent, so we wouldn't. Oh, Christ, that's what happens when you when it goes on too far. And something actually went flying. I wonder what it was. But yeah, there you go. There you guys go. This bell actually doesn't look all that bent. It's got a couple of pretty nasty marks on it, though. This is what makes me wonder about these Axis motors. I think this bell was rubbing on that lip. Let me actually try it. Mother Erickson says maybe use a dead blow hammer just in case. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. But even with smacking it with the hammer there, when I was spinning it on that top bearing, it felt perfectly smooth. So like, yeah, it doesn't really do any damage, especially like compared to the damage that we do when we crash these damn things and put like a horizontal load. That's really what kills the bearing is putting a horizontal load onto it in the crashes that we put these things through. So yeah, see this? So it does not. It binds up, and I swear to God, it's binding up on that little lip. And yeah, so if that lip wasn't there, I think this motor would be fine. Yes, it would have a little bit of vibration to it, but you would at least still be able to fly it. Yeah, usually when I spin the motor, spin the bent. So usually when a motor bell stops working, it becomes too bound up to continue spinning. I can take it and spin it on a bearing, and I can physically see the motor wobbling, the motor bell wobbling back and forth. In this case, I can't. So I think it's like just bent the tiniest little bit to the point where it's rubbing on that lip, which to me is not a good thing. Like, I would fly this bell more. You know, like if you've got a cranked up PID tune, yeah, like it is bent the tiniest little bit, but man, I will fly a motor until it is bent way, 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 way more than this. So I'm gonna give this lip design a thumbs down, to be honest with you guys. I don't like that. I don't like that. This bell, yes, this bell would have a little bit more vibrations than a completely fresh one, but with a PID tune that's not like at the absolute limit of what's possible, you could just keep going on this bell, and you wouldn't get jello or anything like that. So yeah, I'm actually not into that. I am not into this. And this is what, when these motors first came out, this is what I was talking about the about not knowing about the lip, and we had this conversation, and yeah, I didn't want to be right, but it certainly looks like I might have been, which is super annoying. I am going to put these on the rig though, and I am going to fly them again, and if this happens again, then we'll have 2 data points, which is better than 1. Didn't I blow up 2 of these motors? Where's the other bell? Did I throw it away? I think I threw it away like a real dumbass. Like a real Dumas. Probably only another couple of minutes till Black Grinder. Get ready, friends. Yeah, I don't know where the other bell went. That was kind of stupid. I wasn't thinking. That's annoying. I'm not going to go digging through that garbage can either. But it'll happen again at least once. I'll crash the shit out of this rig. And yeah, we'll see how it holds up. Anybody else running these motors? Anybody else had this issue? That's how you refresh your motors. It's 9:01. Go watch you some bot grinder, friends. I love you guys. Lip on the tip, please. June Loco says, CiottiFPV got an ouchie. No, this is just my anxiety has been kind of crazy lately. And I attack myself when that happens. I'm going to write 1810 kV on this and put it in the bag because this stator is now completely fine now that I swapped out the top bearing. 1... No, come on. Please write. 1810. 1 8 1 0 1 8 1 0 1 8 1 0. Cool. There we go. Thanks for hanging, friends. CiottiFPV.com. If you like this content and want to see it continue, I rely on beautiful bastards like you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Not you. You suck. But you. Yeah, you. Definitely you. I'm going to solder these motors up, switch the arm, and we'll be back up in the air with Freestyle Glide number 3. And then we can go break them again, and the cycle continues. Thanks for hanging, buddies. I love you. Be good. Here comes some flying and some epidemic sounds. And all the other things. Let's go back to 2020. Let's also see if this other hard drive stutters like the one that has been playing on the intros. I think I might get a different hard drive enclosure. I think the hard drive enclosure might be slow. I don't know. There's that it just freezes. It just can't play even like session 5 video. It's really weird. It just freezes. It's super annoying. Construction site. I don't know. I've played that one a bunch. Lake Lanier might be interesting. Litter Bulldog, thanks for hanging, brother. Let's play some Lake Lanier stuff. Hopefully this is cool. All right, guys, see you Sunday at 3 o'clock. Later. Maybe. You gonna play? There it goes. Come on, man, what is happening? There it goes. Later! Love you guys.